What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode. Today, we have a few more games in the league. Also, that second leg right here against Stuttgart of the Europa League. So you don't want to go anywhere because the second game in, we have that second leg after the 3-2 win at home. Means that they only need one goal over in Germany and they will find themselves through to the next round of the Europa League because of those two away goals. So we'll see how that one's going to go in the next game of today's episode. But the first one comes against Porto. And we're actually top for the first time since joining here in January of FC Porto. 9 more games to play in the Liga NOS season. And we are 2 points clear of Sporting, who I've been told I can just call Sporting from now on. So there we go. So Sporting are the team in second. We're top. I think we've got slightly better goal difference than them as well. So we do have that to fall back on. But in terms of that, we are 2 points ahead, 9 games to play. So it's very, very close at the top, and we are going to do everything in our power to keep it that way as we head into game number 1 of today's episode. So let's get into it. Let's waste no time whatsoever, because I'm excited. I'm intrigued to see if we can still hold this down. And then hopefully in the second game against Stuttgart, we will also get ourselves through to the next round of the Europa League. So that's the side. A little bit worse for wear. You can see Brahimi doesn't look great, and Bemba doesn't look great. I myself am a little bit off that top spot in terms of fitness. But we'll do this regardless and see what happens. And we are back at home as well for the opening game of today's episode, which is a nice place to be. Best defensive record in the league so far. Let's look to keep it that way as we're looking for 3 points in the beginning of today's episode. And without further ado, the game is underway. Obviously, it'll be a bit just to warm up and then the all-important one against Stuttgart. I'm pretty sure we won't have the second leg of the semi-final of the Cup to come in today's episode. I think that's in February. Or sorry, actually later than February now because we're past that. A bit later on down the line, so we won't have that to worry about, but we do have, of course, the closeness of the Liga NOS, as that's not offside, apparently, down the right-hand side. Early chance for Porto, but they've given the ball away anyways, and also we look forward to the Stuttgart game, so let's do it. Tell you what, first 20 minutes has not been a start I was hoping for, and there is Iker Casillas with a brilliantly one-handed save. Still remains Porto 0, Porto Menezes. Is it Porto Menezes? Porto Menezes? I don't know. But anyways, our opponents have been by far the better side in this opening 20 minutes. And that is a brilliant save from Iker Casillas. Unreal stuff from the Spaniard as he keeps us in this one at 0-0. Not been the start we were hoping for. Really, really hasn't. And we need to try and clear this one if we can, as that's an easy defensive header away. Now, I've got a chance to bring this under control, but going forward is a problem. We'll just win a free kick instead. I didn't really have anything to work with up there, so it was more about just trying to keep hold of the ball, if you will. And that's exactly what we've been able to do. So, yellow card for our opponents, but first sort of 20 minutes has gone all their way. Virus is gone, and we need to find him. We have been able to. And there we go. It might be a first chance of the game. Oh, why is he cutting it back? Why did he not shoot? Oh, I think that's a poor decision from him, in all honesty. He had a good chance there to actually take a shot on. I know full well I'd have been taking that shot on, as Brahimi's going to try and flick it and shoot. Should have taken that on from Virus there. Not sure why he didn't, in all honesty. We're going to get ourselves a corner, so at least it's something. And we are beginning to show a little bit of life in this Porto side. Header goalwards over the top of the crossbar, out for the goal kick. But, got to say, my strike partner, I feel, should have shot there. Okay, so at half-time, Sporting are the later kickoff, so we won't know their result. I mean, worst-case scenario, we draw this game, they win. That will then put us on exactly the same points, and like I said, we do have a better goal difference than them. So that's the worst-case scenario, is that we draw this one, and they end up on the same points as if they win. I mean, having said that, I've just realised that it could be even worse. We could lose, because that is still a thing that's possible. Nevertheless, second half is upon us. Hopefully it will be a lot more productive than the first, because I haven't even had a shot yet in this opening game. And I would like to get something on the board if I can, as that ball's put in towards the box and it's Casillas' into his hands. So yeah, I would appreciate just one shooting opportunity, if I'm being honest with you. So anytime we can get that, that would be fantastic. Okay, flicked on by my strike partner. Again, though, it's a bit of a difficult one, this one, because I can't really get where I want to be able to actually take a shot on, as it's found its way out to the right-hand side. I am available in the box still. Not sure what's going on. It's aimed towards that near post. We've got it well, flicked it on as much as we could. And it's going to be in the goalkeeper's hands. It's an easy save in the end, to be honest. Nothing to worry the goalkeeper. And not the most convincing header in the world, as they now create a chance themselves down the right. Lovely stuff, but it's out for a Porto. Oh, sorry, yeah, Porto Manose throw in. Honestly, I'm not counting either header, to be honest. I mean, again, we've been second best here. It's not a good sign when we've got a really tough game against Stuttgart to come up. It's not a good sign to be second best in this game. Really isn't. It's just the lack of any serious move. Play that through now. There we go. Might be the first chance of this one. But then again, it might have to be on the left foot. I mean, right foot. Sorry, never mind. We got on the left, and that's poor goalkeeping as the ball finds its way into the back of the net. And Porto take an undeserved lead in this game. 12 minutes to play. We have found the breakthrough. And it's from one simple through ball. Getting away from the defenders. And then it was just about the foot race. Can you catch us? At this stage, it was no. Like I said, goalkeeping, got to do better than that. It's not the best finish from me. I accept that. It's really probably quite a bad one at that as well. I was just trying to get it on the left, honestly, because I knew full well that on the right, I probably wasn't going to have a good time of things. So it was about trying to shift it on the left foot. We did that, but then the goalkeeper should have done better. Nevertheless, it's our 10th goal in the Liga NOS this season, and we have found the breakthrough with 11 minutes to play here left, plus obviously injury time, so we'll see how much is going to get added on, but that's the breakthrough. Oh, done that first man, so easy. Need to get a good cross in though. Oh, I haven't done it. That's the issue for me. I always seem to get in these good areas, but then the cross lets us down. I'm going to need to train that up, I think, because if we could find a good delivery, we would be in a really good position. And that's not offside, so that will stand as a chance. And he's prevented the corner, to his credit there, our teammate, because I thought that was going to go out for the corner. Nevertheless, it's ended up a throw-in. Still with defending to do. It's only headed out as far as Fernandez. He's going to pick up the loose ball and fire it back into the mixer. Again, we don't really deal with the danger too much, as that's come straight back at us. And that's a great effort. Wide of the post, though. And it remains 1-0 Porto from Pedro Sá. Look at this for a half volley. A little bit more to the left. That would have troubled Iker Casillas. This could be massive. Last kick of the game. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. Oh, the last kick of the game. 36 seconds past the 93rd minute. Like I said, though, it is what it is. He can't blow the whistle when it's in that situation. Like here, I don't know how Felipe's losing that. Is it Felipe? I don't even know who was defending there. I don't know how we've lost that. And then he just gets put into the box. It's a great finish, but should have been prevented. And the last kick of the game is going to prevent FC Porto from winning it. Honestly, they don't deserve to, so I can understand completely. This one will feel pretty okay. But given the circumstances, to be one kick away from securing another 3 points, that's outrageous. So a single point is all we're going to get for game one. A 1-1 draw. Like I said, not good enough, unfortunately. Not playing well enough. And now it's over to Sporting to see how they play in their game. Will they do enough to bring this one back to level terms in terms of the points? Or can they only conjure up a draw and keep us in the same position? Potentially even lose, and that will be even better for us. Sporting did win their game, which means they do close that gap to 60 points. Goal difference is all that's separating us at this current time. But didn't I read somewhere that he just go on head-to-head record this Liga NOS? So by that account, goal difference doesn't really matter too much. So with 8 games remaining, it's all square at the top of the table. But now we turn our attention to that second leg against Stuttgart in this one. Europa League round of 16 away in Germany. 2 away goals they got back in our ground. We're going to have to go there and probably score just to make sure of things. But without further ado, game 2 coming up for you all to enjoy. Hoping for a much better performance in this one than we had in game 1. Always enjoy nights like this, especially when we are in this sort of form. Player to watch, 6 goals in our last 3 matches here for Porto. I'm not sure if that just is classed in terms of Europa League appearances, but in which case, it's still a prolific amount, 6 in 3. That is, you know, top tier-esque in terms of the goals that we have hit so far. So for Stuttgart, it's their job to keep us quiet tonight. We'll see if they're able to do that. This is the side they are going with. There isn't really too much of a change, actually, to that we played previously. Mario Gomez still leading the line for them up there in that position. Or was it Maxi? I think it was Mario. Badstuber yellow carded, though. That's going to be one of the players we play against today. Hopefully we can get on the wrong side, or the right side of him, and cause him a few problems. I mean, it's pretty much the same side that we beat 3-2. So by all accounts, Should be okay here. Having said that, though, we did fall 2-0 behind in the first game. And had to come back from 2-0. I was really 2-1. Whatever it was. Anyway, we had to come back from behind. I know that. So, hoping for a different scenario tonight. We'll get off to a good start here with that side that's on the screen right there. Ooh, very nearly got lucky there. If that ball would have taken maybe one more little deflection on the way through, we might find ourselves all the way through for a one-on-one situation. It didn't. But we could have easily done. Curling effort. Too much time and space. You guys know what's coming. As soon as that gave me that situation, that ball's going in the back of the net. You can't give us that time and space. Little 1-2. Stepped off me. One touch. Bang. Stuttgart behind here on the night. 4-2 on aggregate as well. They do still have those 2 away goals, though, to look forward to and fall back on. I don't know why I'm saying look forward to. I mean fall back on. But they are behind here on the night, and it's from that left foot of dreams, as you guys have seen previously. Curling it into the bottom corner, and we take the lead. I knew full well, as soon as that ball reached us, what was going to happen. What's that now? 7-4? I mean, ridiculous goal tally. Over to you, Stuttgart. What are you made of is going to be the wondering and the question now on everybody's lips. Brahimi's already gone down the left, but that's actually going to find me all the way through the middle. Going to have to just take this myself, I think. Oh, it's 2-0. And that should be it. I have no words for the way that this game has started here. We said we wanted an away goal. Well, we've got to. Exactly the same amount as Stuttgart got after their time. I mean, that's an incredible finish right in that top corner. I just got to place it there and just put it in that there. That little section of the goal where the keeper can't get it, and you're going to be golden. 2-0 Porto, already off the mark as well. That should be enough to see us through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Bit lucky to still have the ball. That man's trying to take us out, and we've continued past him in towards the penalty area. Little cutback, it's far too easy. That's 3-0. What has just happened to Stuttgart defensively again? And our strike partner makes it 3 before half-time. That's 5-2 on aggregate. This is more like what I was expecting. When we drew Stuttgart in this round of 16, I said to you guys, this will be one of the easier games we play in this competition. This is what I was expecting. Not that very difficult game that they gave us in Portugal. Strong hand to it as well, unfortunately, for Zila, as he doesn't keep that ball out. But it's 3-0 now. I think that's it. I think, safe to say, if we were to go out from this situation, it would have to be a calamity. Stuttgart need 5 goals to knock us out. Oh, this is too easy. Simple run, simple pass. There's not a lot of support, though. So I've either got 2 choices. I can either try and take this on or find another man. And Brahimi is that man. And Zila is the hero for Stuttgart as he keeps the score at 3 when it should have been 4. I either had to shoot that or just try and kind of bring it back and just try and get someone else in the play. Try and hold it up a little bit, which we were able to do, buying enough time with a finesse shot before finding Brahimi, who should have made it 4. Brahimi's corner whipped in. Tried a quick volley, which we're not actually going to work out with. I'm going to go short here, I think, because they don't read this. There you go. They didn't read it. Simple task. All I did was run a little bit short, put the corner in. Zila comes out to punch, though. It's well defended by the goalkeeper. But it's too easy. Stuttgart are giving us way too much time in an advanced area. Look at the time and space I got in order to pick out Brahimi. It is really, really ridiculous. As Brahimi, again, should have played it sooner. Ooh, very nearly something back for the home side. A deflected shot, deflected over the crossbar, in fact. Got a lot of power behind it, did the man. There is the deflection, and Casillas watches it over the top of his crossbar. It could have gone anywhere, that one, though. Could have so easily dropped into the top corner. I think Andres Pereira's just come on as well for us here, so even more attacking intent from the manager. And that ball is cleared down to me, and I've got, look at the space down the left-hand side I had to run into. As I didn't use any of it, though, because I'm slow as anything. Like a snail when it came to that situation. Should have been much, much quicker. Fortunately, he didn't have enough in my tank to stretch my legs as Brahimi's going to play a little nice fancy pass straight back into him. There we go. Crosses. Free. 4-0 to Porto. 7-2 on aggregate. This is much more like it for a Europa League performance. What a way to cap it off as well. Ball back into Brahimi. Offside, says the defenders. Nothing given from the referee. And there it was. Porto's 4th of the evening from Hernani, and it's ended up in the back of the net. Horrible evening for Stuttgart, as it might get even worse here. We're down the left-hand side, driving in towards the penalty area, driving it across, and there is the 5th. Oh my goodness me, it has been a really tough evening tonight for those defenders. And it's got even worse now. 8-2 on aggregate, just firing that one across. And then Zila kind of glitched out a little bit, as he probably should have been on that. But there you go. That's a poor finish. Straight at the goalkeeper. It's bounced in, though. We won't complain in that regards. 5-0 on the night. 8-2 on aggregate. Job done. And that sends an absolute message to the rest of this league. And, sorry, to the rest of this Europa League, I should say. As there is a wonderful result. Might be time for one chance for Stuttgart to potentially get something, but it will be no more than a consolation. Brahimi's header away, volley put back in, headed back out again by a Porto defender, straight to a Stuttgart man, and we are still playing here, even though there is 3 minutes to be added on by the referee. Another ball put in, headed out again from Porto. Stuttgart again going to get on the end of this one. But it's been one of those nights, unfortunately for them. They've struggled to keep hold of me, they've struggled to keep hold of the team. I think just overall it's been not a good evening. I'm not actually sure how many we've got in total. So there is the full-time whistle. I know we got 2. Did we get 2 assists as well? We're going to find out in just a moment's time. Okay, yeah, we did get 2 assists as well. So 2 goals, 2 assists for us. Unbelievable performance. 8-2 on aggregate. We're going to see who we will face in the next round in due time. So stick with us. And it could be quite a very interesting quarter-final draw. I've just seen the team that's been drawn for this one, and I've got to say, I'm a little bit frustrated. So the Champions League draw, we don't care about that. We're not in it. This is the draw for the Europa League then, guys, and the team we will face is about to pop up on your screen in just a moment's time. FC Porto drawn out, and they will face England's Manchester City in the quarterfinals. Benfica will face Bilbao. Sevilla will face Valencia. Everton will face Atletico. There is still 4 Spanish teams. 4 Spanish teams in this quarterfinal of the Europa League, which is unbelievable for Spain. Credit to them. Of course, there's still 2 Portuguese teams in there in Benfica and Porto, and 2 English ones as well in Everton and Man City, and we've been drawn against the latter of the 2. So, like I said, there was only really 2 teams I feared in this one, and that was Atletico and Man City. And we've been drawn, sadly, against one of the 2. So I would have preferred probably a tie against maybe Benfica, possibly Athletic Bilbao, maybe Sevilla, Valencia, but it isn't. It is Manchester City in the quarterfinals. So I think if we get past them, then we give ourselves a really good chance moving forward to try and get our hands on a Europa League trophy. Which would be some story, wouldn't it? If we were to go on and win that, and that be our first trophy of our career, that would be mind-blowing. But we've still got the league to try and sort out. We've still got the Portuguese Cup to sort out as well. So there's still lots to come. And there's every certainty that that probably won't be our opening, trophy of our career. But it is possible. All right, then. So, next up, Funchal in the league. Sporting won in their game here. So, we have to win this one to close the gap again to them. I've got a little scenario, though, in the back of my mind. Would we risk losing this league title if it meant we had a shot in the final of the Europa League? If we were guaranteed a shot in the final of the Europa League, would we concede this league title? Would I feel happy in doing that? First, I was going to say no, but now I'm kind of thinking to myself, I really want a Europa League title. Like I said, I don't normally play in the Europa League when it comes to the My Player Career modes because we're normally playing Champions League football. But I got to say, I really, really, really want this Europa League title. I mean, our attention now needs to be focused on the league, but I do really want it. Lovely play. Got it on the left foot. Chance to curl it. And you know that that's going in the back of the net. Porto are leading after 15 minutes. What a finish. And that puts us in pole position to take back the top spot from Sporting. Happy days indeed. What a finish this is. You can see battling away in the centre of the park there. Then just shifted on that left foot. Get past him. See you later, mate. Keeper, size him up before curling it in to the back of the net. Had a little look to see where his starting position was. Thought, nah, not good enough. I'm curling this in. There you go. 1-0 Porto. Oh, big opportunity for an equaliser. Oh my goodness me. Straight after we take the lead, it's back to level terms. Horrific defending again. Absolutely horrific. And if we're to lose a league title, there's only one reason why. And it's because of moments like this. How has he got so much time there and space to just walk on through before firing it in? Felipe, you're having my life, my friend. 1-1. Nice ball through for us to chase. Need someone in the box now, though. Still waiting, and still the ball's delivered in. Why did he... Virus, mate, you're having my life. I like Felipe. You are also having my life. Felipe's having it more, but you are doing it a little bit. There it is! 2-1! I'll let you off, mate. You've just set us up for the second of the evening. And it's a thumping finish into the top corner. I'll take it all back. Virus, mate. Virus, however you say it. Mate, listen. I was wrong. You're not having my life anymore. It's all about Felipe. He's the one having my life. But that is a great setup. Get out the way. I've got to admit, my teammate did bits there getting out of the way of that shot. As it goes straight in the top corner like an arrow. And there is the second of the evening. Sporting may have won earlier on, but we are now back in front here. Our 12th goal in the Liga NOS. We actually still might get the golden boot if we keep this up. If we score a goal a game and the rest of the people above us don't, we're going to get ourselves a golden boot. Actually, if I can keep this in play, there is a potential chance. Cutting it back in on the left foot. Runs being made off the ball. There's Brahimi. Oh, he's so close. They're literally a whisker. Just get that ball under control and it's 3-1, mate. Unfortunate. Free header. Flicking that on to Tavares. He's going to give me the return pass as well. See you later, mate. We've gone round the defender. Put me off enough, though, I think, because the shot's going to come in. It's not enough, and it's Porto with the third. It's the hat-trick for us as well. Pointing to that name on the back of the shirt so everybody knows who we are. And it should be daylight now enough to send us back top of the Liga NOS table. Got to be honest, I'm a little bit unsure as to how that actually worked out. So close to stopping that going in. Doesn't matter though, because that is enough and we are going back top. Wait, what? It's gone down as an own goal. Hang on a minute. How has it gone down as an own goal? I'm not going to get credited with a hat-trick for this, but I clearly... Wait, is it even on target? Okay. Hang on a minute. If this isn't on target, then that's why it's gone down as an own goal. We'll see from this angle, as I'm going to do this very slowly. Keeper. That's going in. 100% that is going in without the defender touching it. Okay? That's going in without the defender touching it. So that should be my goal. The shot's on target. It's a joke. It's a joke. We should have a hat-trick here. We're not going to get given the hat-trick because it's gone down as an own goal. But that's stupid. Last few minutes then of this game as I'm just literally trying to work a chance for us on the edge of the area. I might still be able to do it. It's actually so easy to do it. And we've crafted one that we nearly took. They've somewhat given up our opponents here. I think they realise there's no chance for them to win this game. And they've decided that they're just going to kind of see the clock out. But I'm still very angry that we're not going to get given that, hat-trick. Because, like I said, the shot's on target. Ref, you could have at least given me it. Because if the guy doesn't touch it, I think that's still going in. Maybe you guys in the comment section want to deliberate that. But, yeah, I personally think we should be given the full credit. And we should have a hat-trick. There is the full-time whistle, though. And that sends us back top of the Liga NOS table. As we began the episode on top, we finished the episode on top as well. Although, we are less points ahead than we were when we began. So, there is that as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is how I'm going to end this episode off. I will be back with a double upload tomorrow for you all to enjoy. But, of course, today's episode is a bit delayed. I was out this morning at my game and such. So, 19 goals in the last 16 games. As you can see right here, we are now 4th on the top scorers list for the Liga NOS. Should have been on 13, but we're on 12 in 11 games, which is a crazy return. Having said that, though, Eduardo and Fernandez both have 19 and 27, which isn't bad either. Some good goal-scoring records there. Pretty decent. But that is how we end the episode off, though, guys, regardless. So, like I said, still top, 63 points, 7 games to come in the league. And obviously, that's double leg in the Europa League against Man City to come as well. You don't want to miss that. We will begin that off maybe next episode, depending on if we play in these games. But they are international friendly, so we probably won't. So yeah, next episode we'll have at least the beginning of that. possibly even the second leg as well. We'll see what's going to happen. Until next time, though, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you are new around here, like what you see, the subscribe button is down below. And I'll see you all again with another episode from tomorrow. Catch you all then, guys. Adios.